Okay, so here we are. Let's reacquaint ourselves with what we were doing. We've got a caravan moving stuffs from over here, the barn, down to over here where we've got iron plate and nails. Now, what we could do is have a barn which had planks, iron plates, and nails, and then this caravan would be able to take all of the things out of it that we needed. That would actually be kind of awesome. If we had like certain barns that had very similar items in there, yeah, I think that might be something we could aspire toward. Though before I get too far along, hello everyone in YouTube land, should you be watching it there, and anyone who joins the stream, post the countdown bit of a chin wag that we have at the beginning of the streams. Welcome to you as well. I quite like this bridge. I'm not going to change it, even though having it there does diminish our need for boats, and I do want to use boats. It is kind of awesome. We can't deny that. What are we storing? Well, the workshop there. What else are we storing? We're storing... I could have that workshop, you know. Gather up a bunch of stuff and then just have one wagon come and grab it and carry it all back down to here, somewhere nearby. Cloth conveyor belts. I mean, there's no real reason for me to have my cloth conveyor belts anywhere else. In that barn, I can use them everywhere. They don't get... Well, actually, no, that I tell a lie. They do get used as a component to make the metal conveyor belts. Well, we could deliver them a little bit more centrally using a caravan, and then have a wagon or anything else delivering the cloth conveyors all the way over there as needed. That could be something we could look into. Hello Kaiser, how you doing, buddy? We've also got some actual harvester drills down here, so things are going reasonably well in this area. I think everything is proceeding apace. We've got our kitchen set up down here. I mean, it's nice. Honestly, though, I'd like to move more and more of the industry away from the housing district so we can expand it over time and deliver materials to the market square. But that is something for after we expand out of our immediate surroundings, I would say. Because we are a little bit hemmed in. But I also don't want to move away from the kind of organic feel we've got. I don't mind moving houses across and moving things just to kind of centralize them a little bit more as and where the need arises. But I'd rather not have discrete, chunks of industry, because then it does really pull away from the organic feel of the world. Kuro Kami, thank you very much. Working up to 2 years, mostly lurking, but I'm here today. Hello, mate. Thank you so much for the 21 months and the 19-month streak. Very, very kind of you indeed. Thank you. Right, well, the last thing we worked on at the end of the stream is we got up our machine shop, and we are producing all of the necessary components, I believe, to start with steam engines. We're currently learning mining, and we're going to be finished with that very soon as well. That's particularly nice. We could upgrade here. We have got enough blue coins, thanks to our apothecary. And we're using 2 apothecaries right now to satisfy all of our houses down here. But with that said... I wonder if it wouldn't be better if I move the general store. What are we selling in here? If I had the general store over there and instead had the workshop here, I could simply move any bandages straight across via a conveyor. That would free up a little bit of room. I could maybe then have a wagon moving things around over here. Right, new building unlocked mine. Now, this is an important building, and I've been kind of trying to make a beeline towards the structures which give us renewability on our resources. So we've now unlocked a deep mining. Right, demining, well, we can research it at any rate, allows the placement of mine shafts that can produce resources from depleted mineral nodes. Now, previously... the way that mining worked is that as a mineral node got completely exhausted, it would produce a very, very small amount of resources. It would never truly be depleted, though. it would just drop dramatically in the amount of resources you could gather from it over any particular period of time. But you could recharge that node using magic. Now, deep mining, as the change that came in is that traditionally mines wouldn't deplete resources. They now do. When a node has basically shrunk, it is effectively depleted. But deep mining allows you to tap into those nodes for effectively a renewable resource of the minerals, which is very, very important. Sophia Dragon, thank you very much for the subscription there. Welcome to welcome to you were already a Dappling, truly, but welcome to being officially on the Dapplings list. You're now registered. It's a census. You're going to have to pay taxes and stuff. But on the plus side, you get emotes. So, taxes for emotes, I think it's a reasonable exchange. There we go. Martin, thank you very much for the 56 months. Hello, alls. Hello to you as well, buddy. Right, well, the first thing we want to do is we want to get to deep mining, like, as soon as possible. Now, that's going to be using up our blue coins. Expensive, but necessary. It's going to take 15 writing supplies. Oh. 2 books. Well, 1.5 book for that. That's actually quite a lot. My goodness. Well, thank you so much for all of the support, everyone. It's really, really kind of you. Thank you. I'm really glad that the people enjoy these sorts of games, because I know it's a bit of a niche market. And as much as things like YouTube algorithm and even Twitch views and subs go, you're much better off playing significantly more popular games. Let's call it what it is. It is a job ultimately, and most people work such that they get more money, not willingly get less. But thank you so much for allowing me to play games like this and to make a living off it. You have my eternal gratitude. I think I'd go start raving mad if I had to play games I wasn't as into all the time, just to try and keep a roof over my head. To be honest, I probably would have gone down the route of my father and just started carving love spoons and doing woodwork and painting. Let's see. Yeah, we're getting that on the road. I think the idea of moving this around would be a good call. I've got too much of a wanderer's spirit to ever really be able to settle down and work in a call center. I've done it on occasion when it's absolutely been necessary, but I could literally quantify and measure how much of my soul it was costing me every day to stay working there. Right, we want to bring up tools. Pull blocks down. Right, let's try and level out this little area back here. If we can, that would be grand. Almost. Very much almost. Donk. We could, if we're super lucky, be able to pull it all the way across. That would be absolutely marvellous. Womp. These are all level. Yes. Oh, I like it. Let's try pulling this one down now. It's expensive, but that's why we've got such a good economy for red coins, is so that we can do things like this. So yeah, I'm happy that someone plays the less public games so I can sit here and watch. Oh, you're welcome, Demi of Dub. Angelus Folly, thank you very much for the 15 months. It's very kind of you. Very kind of you indeed. Casualty. I worked at a place similar to a call center, but it was a data entry, and I definitely fell asleep with my eyes open more than once. It was awful. I fall asleep with my eyes open quite often. I wouldn't necessarily think of that as a particularly awful scenario, just because it's the norm for me. But yeah, I definitely know what you're saying. Right, we need to move some things around. Let me go back to... Dunk. Well, actually, no, we don't need that. I just need to get off that. There we go. We're just going to have to delete a couple of these. Destroy block. There we go. I am afraid they must all go. Also, that block must go. No, come on. Donk. There we go. Right, we want you to be moved across. Actually, if I could squeeze in a little bit more room, that would be better for me, ultimately. Sure. Let's do that if we can. If we could just have things just a little bit tighter, that would allow me a little bit more room for my caravans and wagons on the side. That would be quite grand. But the issue... Well, no, we can still make it work. I was going to say the issue here is I'm not going to be able to have it funnel. But no, we can make that happen. Chris Black TT! Yay, stream when I can watch! Well, I'm very happy to be streaming when you can watch. Thank you very much for the second month subscription. Second month, best month. Thank you so much, buddy. Right. Now then. Let's grab a block if we can. No? Don't want to give me the right kind of block. That is a shame. There we go. And we want this to deliver down. There we are. So we're going to want my scaffolding. There we go. Sure, we'll grab this. Might as well. There we are. Actually, since we have typically used this block when it's only one above the ground, I do want to try and keep the theme going. There we are. Actually going to do this. And then we have a pusher on this side, just to ensure that if there is room in the barn, that it goes to the barn first. I really like that method. I prefer to have priority given to my building supplies than to the work. So, with that, don't need you anymore. Ta-da. And we are going to want a logistics block grabber here, and a logistics block grabber there. And for the same reason, we're not going to need you either. Goodbye. Alright, we want this grabber to be grabbing shirts. This grabber to be grabbing bandages. There we are. Lovely. Now, eventually, we may want to prioritize getting our medicines a little bit better than just basic bandages, but for the time being, I think this is okay. Just expand that out a bit. Now, with that done, I could probably afford to run this a little bit further across, just to open up a little bit more room over here, because, yeah, honestly, the wagons moving through here, it is a little bit more convoluted for them. So, let's see what we can do about setting this up a bit better. Can I grab that? No. For some reason, this music is giving me massive Monster Hunter vibes. I have no idea why, but I quite like it. Right, we want to lower the train just over here. So pull this down. In fact, if we could, how about we just pull that all the way down? There we go. And then you can just have this connect up along there. I think that is going to be so much better. Dunk. Take all the way down there. As soon as that's out of the way. Perfect. Look at that. Absolutely wonder-lovely. With that done, we can open up the mouth to this little area. I'm not going to do too much work on this part, because I don't want to take away this little kind of valley opening here, because I think it's really pretty. But at the same time, I do want to increase the throughput for my... I'm going to have to get rid of you, aren't I? The throughput for my wagons a bit, because that is in the way. There we go. Damn it. I really don't know why these stick out as the things that I'm just not allowed to ever move. But it is a little bit troublesome. By a little, I mean actually quite a lot troublesome. But there we are. We now have paths going all the way through, and our wagons can happily move through this area. That is excellent. Which means we now no longer need this. So, how is the apothecary being served? Someone is just bringing along the ointment from over there. Okay. Well, you're picking up... Ooh, why are you carrying that? Just like that. How about I just have you go over here first? You shouldn't be doing that. I only want you to take the fish. Did I actually put the fish in there? I hope not. No. Right, I only want you to grab fish and move them down there, please. At this stage, we can possibly have a second wagon. I don't think we need a second wagon, honestly. We're not producing it nearly that much. So, sorry, caravan, I mean to say. Well, we will actually have a wagon for delivering the fish oil down here. And at that point, whoever is moving that can just move down here. You can be gone. As can... Oops. This. Can we get rid of you? There we go. I'll leave that there for now. But there we are. That improves things a fair old bit, I think, in our delivery system. Though I feel that we need more fish. A lot more fish coming in because we're not making a fish oil nearly fast enough. That may be time for us to build a fishery then. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. I have problems focusing on a single project, making progress in everything. So, yeah, I can completely sympathize with that one. Uncle Rod, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime there. 3 months. Just hopping in to give the abo and off to bed afterwards. Have fun, everyone. Take care, mate. Also, Aavak, it just occurred to me that this game is about manufacturing. So who makes the coins? The king. Yep. The king hands out coins based on... basically, the king doesn't actually need to pay for it. It's all his anyway. But I does so enjoy watching the common people run around with purpose. So, gives out coins. To encourage the peeps. It's basically like putting sugar into an ant farm. It's just marvelous to watch them scurrying around and being all industrious. Such a wonderful time this is. Thank you very much for the cheer there, Quintero. That's very kind of you. Right, let's have a look at our fishery then, because I've not used one of these before. Produces fish from nearby water tiles. Alright. Do I need to build it near the automatic harvesting of fish? I mean, it's saying baseline production of fish over here is... okay, so I can just build that on the water and it automatically builds. Does it actually need something underneath it? No, marvelous. It builds its own pier. But how does it work? Fish. It just generates fish. So I don't even need these. That's just if I want fish before I have a fishery. Well, okay. I approve, I think. Yes, I think I do approve. The approval shall continue for now. What I will do, however, is we're going to build it out there. So, first and foremost, let's move this. Donk. I think that looks nice. I would like you to be making fish. It cost me 1 red coin, though. So, 2 red coins into 2 blue coins. So I would be losing... I would be using up 4 red coins for this. Ultimately. To get 2 blue coins. I think I can afford that, though. Let's have a quick look. What was the key for that? I completely forget. I'm going to have a look at the options again. They don't stick in my memory for some reason. Wrong one. Controls. What was the money? Build menu, research, goods. Goods and production. It'll be P, probably. There we go. How are we doing? I mean, we could afford to, but I think we're going to have to drastically increase our red coin production at the end of this. Yeah, I fear that we're going to have to increase our red coin production. It's 1 every 4 seconds. So I would just a little bit be okay. But if I increased it up to... well, I've got 160% there, but this place has got even more. So let me dial that back a bit. All right, don't need you. Moving you out. Same with you. Sorry, but no. What I would like is a conveyor. And a grabber, specifically. We're going to grab the fish, and we're going to deliver them. Well, actually, I suppose I could just turn it around. Yes, actually, I don't think we need this. Thinking about it. I just need to rotate this. But it looks wrong, somehow. No, I think we'll have the grabber, so that this has the right look to it. In fact, we're going to go all the way. I'm going to add a little pier there. Because it feels right. And I know I'm actually reducing the functionality of it by doing this, but I don't care. I think it looks grand. I want a road. Just going up as far as this. There we go. Then we want some decor. Have we got boxes? We don't have boxes, damn it. It's fine. A little light here. Or maybe 2 lamp posts pointing out into the river there. Yeah, I like that. That looks nice. Do we have anything that I could put on the end though? Maybe a little bench. Yeah, so part of me is basically trying to recreate the Stardew Valley vibe with the pier. People keep talking about Stardew Valley, okay? Don't blame me. Right, I want a grabber down here. I then want a cloth conveyor belt. Pop. We're just going to start offloading all the fish. There we go. Oh, I'm 100% here for the aesthetics. Hey, Ike, how you doing, mate? There we are. Right, how are we doing down here in general now? I mean, we've got plenty of fish in there. Are we stockpiling? We are stockpiling the fish, so okay. Seems reasonable to me. I am going to have to get rid of the peep. Little peep, as soon as you dropped off your cargo, I need you to not be there. There you go. Let's simplify that a little bit. Alright. I'm liking it so far. Liking it a lot so far. I feel like this needs a little something extra though. What's the extra thing that we could put out here? Because plant pots, yes, perfect. This could be like the old train stations where I grew up. Yes, I approve. Where you'd have like a station master, and they lived there. It wasn't just a place that someone worked; it was basically their home, and they'd have contests on who could make their station look the prettiest, and they'd just be out there gardening and also giving people tickets and stuff. Ah, good old times those were. And then we had to go and ruin it by making jobs and. Well, I mean, the jobs were all there, but industrialized and privatized and everyone stopped caring, and the community stopped. It's terrible. I miss Wales. Wales is like a slice from the old world. I mean, mind you, it's still got some of the old world problems as well, but yeah, take the good with the bad. Thank you so much for the gifts up there, Ica. Very kind of you indeed. And Future Plant, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime for 5 months as well, thank you. And waterproof bubbles for the raid. My lord. So much going on. Thank you very much, everyone. That was wonderful. Right, how's school going? Oh, we're doing quite well. Right, but on this point, we can now upgrade to actual mines. And we should probably be looking at doing that. There's also steam generators. Oh, to get the mine, I need the rail tile. Right. I had not been working on this yet, had I? I need planks and stones. Damn it. Alright. We've got planks down here. And stones down here. Well, we're bringing the planks across, actually, but it still counts. What we could do is we could have an intermediary silo. Yes, I think having a silo full of planks would be a good move. Well, let's go ahead and do that. So silo right about here. We're going to want planks in this place for a number of things, actually. So first and foremost, let's build up a nice tall something or other to deliver these planks elsewhere. There we go. And I want grabber because we're not taking it from the lower area. Taking it from the top. Right there, we're going to want a pusher. Well, actually, no, I'm going to say a splitter at this point. There we go. So that we're evenly distributing the planks that we've got. And then this should be set to only accept planks. There we are. Now, where is my wagon? The wagon creaks. Let's take planks from there to here instead. Dunk. And there we are. Perfect. Right, we are going to want stones. Specifically, we are going to want... Well, we're actually going to want a mine, ultimately. Oh, there we go. Mineshaft and supply pickaxes. Mineshafts can be built underground to extend the range of mines. Nearby underground resources can be accessed and harvested infinitely. Supplying pickaxes will speed up the underground mining process. I love this because it had always been something that I felt was missing from the game, that you could make pickaxes and axes, but you couldn't really do anything with them. You just applied them as a good. But it didn't actually affect anything, which was a real shame in my opinion. Ultimately then, we're going to be building a mine somewhere over here and probably tapping into the stone over there and the iron there and the coal there and supplying both of these places with a single mine. So we're not going to worry too much about having the stone just down here. But that said, I would like my own machine shop down here, which will be supplied with the iron from this barn. How am I going to get that over there though? In the best route. Nails go in here. Iron plates go in there. I could have the iron plates delivered across here. It's not the best way of doing it though, really. I'd rather not completely obscure an area. I could have the machine shop over here instead. That is not a bad idea, in my humble opinion. Let's go ahead and do that then. Let's go ahead and plonk down a machine shop right about here. Tunk. At this point, now that we've got conveyors and grabbers, the door to an area means nothing to me. Doors? Who uses doors? I mean, come on now. And dunk, dunk, dunk. Just bring this across. Though it doesn't really matter, I could have regular ones there, I suppose. Yeah, we'll go with the regular ones, just to make it kind of visually striking. At this height, it's not going to interfere with the passage of goods underneath. There we go. And all I really want from you are rails. Now, they're going to be an important thing for me to make. I could, technically speaking, produce metal conveyors over here, though. If I delivered the cloth conveyors all the way over here, I could make metal conveyors, and they are a massive upgrade. Alright. Alright. We'll try our best. You can't say fairer than that. So we're going to want 2 barns out of this. One for metal conveyors, and one for rails, or one barn that is split. Now, this will be one of the first barns that I do that for. So this barn has to have filters on specific inventory slots. One for rail tile, this one for rail tile as well, this one for metal conveyors, and this one for metal conveyors. That'll actually work quite well.